not usually what you want. Not on 4.
Light bulb redeemed.
I think we just look for something else. I'm wondering if I hold... if I hold back. Probably not. You could like hold back and try to make this do it. Need a command per beer. That's against TOS though. You're actually not allowed to do that. That kind of sucks. What was the plan of Benedictus? It was we were on pick 22, we already had a bunch of holy spells, and the other cards were terrible. We'll call it Command Hydrate, exactly.
You got the wrong guy, pal.
Okay, well, we're definitely not killing this on our turn. Because that is a duplicate, if I've ever seen one. He's just trying to whittle that thing down. He's like, come on, kill it! Come on, come on! Although I just killed the other guy now.
I ain't no snitch.
And I guess with this, we'll play around... God, it could be Frozen Clone. That would suck. Really not, though. Alright, perfect. Perfect! It was crazy that he had that perfect setup for the duplicate and it wasn't even, he didn't actually, play the duplicate, he just pulled it out of his deck. Fog! Just imagine how nuts of a high roll this is going to be once they actually make it so other classes can use corpses. This would just win me the game on the spot. Alright, can you chill out with that maybe? I like how no one ever knows how this card works. It's pretty great, actually. It's pretty good, like, hero power if I do that. I don't know, it's not really worth not playing this, I feel. Because of, like, the Elegant, I'm pretty tempted. The thing is that Mage can't, like, they don't have, like, silence removal anyway, so I guess I don't really need this to stick. I might even just trade it. I guess it's fine. Like, I mean, I really don't want, like, him value trading here. I guess I don't really care that much, but I think we just do this anyway. It's a good potion because it lets us kill this, but...
Guide my hand.
Yeah, sounds is brutal, but I mean, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna not mount here? We're gonna trade. I mean, I just don't want to trade with, I mean, it sets up like immediately winning. He appears to know he was dead. Really tragedy. I mean, he was just completely dead on board, right? You know, he's dead over 2 turns with a flame strike in hand, even if he had one. So. I think this is worth actually putting in the,
For the light, for my daughter.
I don't update the tile, but I should update the tile for this one. Oh, we got a potion, that's nice. Help. That might be exactly the help we needed. He has a 1-drop death roll, like a 1-drop point hero power, and we'd be toast. But then at least we can potion it, right? Wow. So infusion's so good, but I mean 0 mana. It's not like it matters. The discount. Potion to just steal his guy. I guess we could still power infusion. Like, we steal this. Always. You can Necrolite also, but I think it's better to just power infusion the 2-3. But we'll still do it like this. It's just that seems a lot better than playing a Necrolite. It's pretty brutal stealing minions like that from... Because we stole 2 corpses away from him too. He has a Soulbreaker though, so... He has all the corpses he could possibly need anyway, but... This thing's like never dying. It's kind of a terrible play for us actually. It's like that thing's actually just never gonna die. I mean, if it literally never dies, we'll just kill him eventually, right? You love to see that. Fuck. Okay, that's a dark transformation, right? What? That's not even good. I mean, it's just a Chillwind Yeti, which I guess is fine. It's funny how I see a Chillwind Yeti in the year of Grode 2023, and you're like, the fuck? Only a Chillwind Yeti? Garbage. Keep going for the pressure, I guess. Potentially double 3 here. Oh wow. Oh, hello there. New plan. Yeah, this 2 mana 4/9 we have just doesn't seem very threatened right now. Oh my god. We got wrecked, chat.
All's well that some wills.
He was actually just never gonna die. Benedictus in 3 mounts. I mean, Benedictus is not a particularly good card in our deck, given that it doesn't have any text on it. Again, though, I mean, Pit Fighter is a pretty good card. Is it clickbait, by the way, if I put Benedictus in the YouTube thumbnail when it's not a Benedictus deck at all? Does this work if you, by the way, do you have to have... Can you even have whole Alec mount with this? Or, like, it's... They have to be all shadow spells, or it's all shadow spells, right? So even at 1 Alec mount disables it anyway. That's how it works, right? What's up, Stein? How you doing? Oh no! Killed our big thing. Our little thing. Giant thing. It's a 2-drop, but he's huge. Right, we'll draw an Alec mount, right, surely? Or Alex. I mean, Alex would be pretty cool. New DK is broken wild. It already was, and then they buffed it because God knows why they needed to do that. God, what it... That was... I don't know, I shouldn't complain too much about a change like that, but it's like, man, what a terrible change. This doesn't even set up lethal. I mean, it technically does. We'll draw Alex eventually, surely, right? Technically this sets up lethal, so I think you gotta do it, because otherwise we just don't have lethal, and then... You reach Legend and Wild from Bronze in 4 to 5 hours. How many bonus stars? Yeah, that was, Tauriel did it, like, Tauriel's has played almost no constructed, and he did it, like, and it was like, I think it took him, like, I forget, it was somewhere between 4 to 6 hours, and he did it with no bonus stars, so... I got like halfway on a couple accounts already. I did not play very long. Fuck me. I'm drinking this like a margarita seltzer. Oh, we actually lost. Well, that's unfortunate. No bonus stars, you play versus Papegas. Well, you play at your actual rank, right? Because isn't the way it works is when you have bonus stars, you actually... This drawer's been paying, yeah. When you have bonus stars, you play against your MMR, right? But when you have no bonus stars, you play against your rank. And I guess like that's probably the thing, right? Anyone that doesn't have Diamond MMR at least that you're playing is terrible. Would we have even won if we, like, if we happen to know that our exact next draw was the Alec-Nut combo, would we have even won? I don't think so, right? We wouldn't have been able to push damage. He would have had, like, less board. Like, we wouldn't have died this turn, but I think we would have still lost even if we had the Ooze combo.
This battle is yours.
And he stayed out of Alec's range, too. It was just like a unbelievably tragic game. Because yeah, he had like a 6 health taunt. So that was, the thing was he had a 6 health taunt, so even if we had double ooze, like they don't even threaten through the taunt. But, like he just gets through them anyway. We're actually just fucked.
For the light. For my daughter.
You also cleared your 2-2 and went down to 1. Well, we are a priest to be fair, but yeah, I mean, opponent might know that there's nothing to worry about in our deck. We have a Bone Flanger, it's just we can't actually activate it very easily. When you reach Legend, if you start losing to do achievements, you'll start playing versus bronze players. Interesting. Yeah, there's like there's some decay, right, if you don't play for a few months. I'll see how it is next reset, because to be honest, I had always kept my... I didn't want to play a ton of Wild, because I wanted to have it available for, like, quests. To just do games quickly against bad players, but, like... The thing is, it seems like even in like Platinum and Diamond, you still get pretty damn easy games in Wild, so... You're undead, right? So we can, Vizier here. That's exactly what we needed. 4th Alec mount. This one mana cheated. Armady thinks will follow. We'll be mounting some elephants, chat.
Reflect in the moon well.
I may just have to rip silence on that. Because that thing's fucking terrifying. You do it right, like I did. I don't think you can let that loop. Very important to order this way so that you don't float a mana. If you float a mana, then bad things will happen. No. It's extremely rude. This might have been a bad play, to be honest, because we could have played the Cultist and then potentially had a much higher chance of actually, well, we would have had a minion on board for this, right? I don't know, I think this is okay. We'll hit a mount eventually, right? Copium. Really want to find probably like our foul egg or something. Nice. Nice. Damn, that's a high roll. Holy shit, that means we can just do this next turn. Huge. Or he just ignores it and then we hit it anyway. That also works. Oh, that's a card. Okay. New plan. It's kind of funny because I kind of want this to die. But if it doesn't die, then we have an Alec Mount combo, so it's fine. This is a very good silence target, so he might just silence it if he had one. Little does he know he would want to hold it. Ah, 4 Alec Mounts in hand. Truly excellent. We'll use one of the expensive ones. I don't think the heal is worth using them. Less flexible ones. Alec Mount is a fair card, by the way, chat. That's kind of rude. My opponent's trying. Wow. Oh no, a 2/3 reborn. Ivanovich confirms this is indeed illegal. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Do I mount a egg or do I mount a cultist here? Does it make any difference what I do in this game? Because of like how this divine shield, I kind of want to mount the egg, to be honest. This guy's really gonna love us after this. I guess he's gonna like kill this, but then we mount the egg again. No! My egg! Are we mounting the egg? Or not the egg, the fowl. Hasn't seen the 3rd Alec. Imagine when he sees the 4th Alec. Can we just, like, this is where you're just like, can I just, like, show him my hand? If we, were able to show him our hand, this would save a lot of time for both of us. It's too bad I can't use both of them right now. When he inevitably concedes, we should add him after game and be like, I had a 4th one, by the way. Just want to let you know. Ooh, he's gonna let us do it, chat. Oh, this is unreasonable. Ah, he killed like half of our board, chat. Oh, come on. Yes, he's letting us do it. Yes! Four in a row. Oh no, a Witchwood apple. I think we're losing, chat. Trading seems unnecessary at this point. I guess, like, to be honest, it might be worth trading one just to play around Lion's Code, but yeah. Imagine, like, actually playing around cards when you have 4 Alec mounts. Wouldn't be me. poison seeds, then we would almost still have lethal. We'd be like 3 points off lethal with poison seeds. That's a good old -1.
For the light. For my daughter.
The fact that this costs 0 mana basically makes it seem worth keeping. You can still toss it to try to find like potion, which would probably be better, but
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
that's pretty cool. Might be a read that he's a control deck. Zero man deal 3, pretty good. So this is an insane turn. I mean, an insane hand to have if this sticks,
Need our care.
which it will.
Now more than ever.
Oh, yeah. I think we've already won. So that, and then we get to play this, and then it's not like Death Knight has any targeted silence removal anyway, but we even get to have the, you know, Spellbender protected Elikmont here.
Hope you don't have magic in mind.
Feels fucking terrible. Welcome to Nerf's Death Knight, where you have to sometimes just play a 4 mana 4/4. Does have Obliterate? Yeah, not silence removal though. Because they could also just have Asphyxiate, but Asphyxiate's a lot rarer because it's double red, right? I don't know. You see a lot of double red drafters. I don't see a lot of Obliterates. I feel like I see more Asphyxiates than Obliterates, which is interesting. Is that actually the case? Oh, it's because Obliterate's an epic, that's why. Yeah. Asphyxiate's actually a common. So even though Asphyxiate's double red. Dude, even though it's double red, it's still in 25% of decks. It's pretty wild. Its offering rate must be fucking insane then.
Guide my hand. Wait,
I feel like we just go face. I don't know why. I don't know why we would even trade, to be honest. We have a 4/7, so even if he gets through the 8/10 with an Obliterate, I mean, with an Asphyxiate, he would still have a 4/7 in the way. Rune tier list. I was tempted to do a video. It's like, the thing is, I still haven't played enough Death Knight, so I'm not entirely sure, but like, oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Ooh! That's pretty cool. But we don't get to steal this. He doesn't even know chat. He concedes before we show him the Alec. Generally speaking, it's like Unholy and then Blood and then Frost. But also, it's usually pretty good to spread as wide as possible, which means not, you know, going one for each. The thing is, like, one Frost for draw is good, but, like, you don't even always get Acolyte of Death, and if you don't get Acolyte of Death, then Frost is just kind of a liability. Ideally, you just get an early Acolyte of Death to secure it, but sometimes you just don't even hit it.
For the light. For my daughter.
Frost is pretty good at killing people, though. Looks like since the patch, the Frost cards have actually gone higher in win rate. But maybe Frost got relatively better. It definitely might have. Because actually, like, Bonebreaker and Acolyte Death are performing, like, at or even above the level of Unholy cards. So maybe Frost, just because of, like, maybe because you just don't have great value anymore, you don't have a million horror, maybe that just killed Blood. That's what the stats seem to look like, actually, which is interesting. Well, yeah, Acolyte Death's one of the most common Frost cards, but I mean, I've drafted Frost decks and just not hit Acolyte Death. You just don't always hit it. It's like half the offering rate of Slogger and Shaman, and you don't always... I've had Shamans that don't even have a Slogger, right? You just don't always hit things that you expect to hit, is the thing. Because those are like, in Frost, like, there's other cards that are just rare that you don't expect to hit, but it's, you know, Bonebreaker and Acolyte Death are Frost, basically. You miss those cards and Frost is terrible. You hit those cards and it's pretty good. I wonder if I'm just supposed to play this. I could trade this to try to hit a play, right? But we might just whiff anyway. It's just that, I mean, this will go to 1, but yeah, I guess we just play this. We would have hit the Necrolite, it turns out. But like, the odds weren't super high, right? It was like almost, I think it was slightly better than a 50-50. Okay. I can go 4 and 1 if I want. I can also just play this. It's a very good buff.
Yes, but how?
Very good buff. Yo, Happy Boy, the sub for 1 month. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate the support.
Yes, but how?
The one thing is like having this 1 drop just to be able to maybe mount it later seems kind of good. I guess we'll go for that then. We'll try to hold it for a little bit. Haven't drawn anywhere 3 mounts yet. Still a bit tradable to try to find it. Not super likely we want to use this against a Team Hunter anyway. Oh my god. I found one. May just have to smite that by one. It's kind of our only choice, right? Decent play though. Next turn we have, well, 2 turns from now we have Conjurer, Alec Mount, if nothing else. Not clear how we're getting through turn 7. Okay, it's a pretty slow turn. Play this and just scare him. And then next turn we'll have to go for Conjurer, Alec Mount.
This can't be good.
Need our Potion Madness now. Never mind. Ah, you didn't kill it. He thought it was good. Oh, now we actually get to activate it too. Wow, that's hilarious. He got completely jebaited, shot. Got him.
Don't keep your thoughts to yourself.
And we'll see who's laughing when he has a silence, though. Surely it will be us. Still, somehow. Surely.
They need our care.
Inquisitor would have actually been insane here. He would kill the first half and then he would rush the Inquisitor and then we would just get fucking murdered. Okay, that's fine. He's almost dead. He's not quite dead. Hmm. How does this do? 2 3/3s.
Guide my hand.
We are very weak to sounds. We don't actually clear anything. He's healing too.
No time.
Yeah. This feels like over trading, but oh, greetings.
None can hide from the light.
Wow. This gets played. I guess we play like just. All this, I think that's fine. So at least we do have a bit of actual Chaos Nova protection. feel like he needs a lot more than that. If that thing was active, it would have been pretty good. Whoa! Got him. We had to work for it because we didn't draw 4 Elec mounts this time. Are we happy about pre-smears? I feel like we're not. I don't think we keep egg. Our activators for egg are rather later on. If he's a tempo priest, maybe it's okay for us. Issue is we might die. Cool. What do I do now? Maybe I should have played the cultist first. We can go Hero Power Ascendant, which would let us get the Vizier out active earlier. Clergy is not terrible. Cultist and just sit seems fine. You don't really want pre-bump because you're reducing the odds this cultist works. Yeah, force him to like use all of that. And this way we just get to completely rip him off board here. Seems pretty cool.
Run as fast as you can.
Pretty rude. Okay, so I mean we can go Ascendant. We can go Ascendant Echoing Ooze, but we're at this point where you might as well just hold the Ooze, right? This will activate the Vizier. We get to cheat out our foul egg. Got him, chap. It's kind of brutal. We'll draw an Elec Mount, right? Surely? Nope. You can get one here, maybe. I mean, that's pretty good. Do we just cultist this turn and then pop off next turn? We just pop off next turn, right?
Guide my hand.
The only thing it's gonna be like too expensive to like play a flame strike or something, but oh.
Ready to fight for a better future?
Eventually we'll draw an Elec Mount. Well, we really want on turn 9, right? So that's when we're just gonna want to do the Ooze combo. He's hitting our egg chat. Just playing around the future Elec Mount. Potion just isn't super good, right? No, it's pretty good, actually. Are we Miracle?
Be gone.
Can Shadow Step the Conjurer too? It's like, hold up, I just got flashbacks of playing Miracle Rogue last match. I'm like, oh, what's happening? Or you'd be playing Sister Svalna Priest and Constructed too. Like, wait, why do all my spells cost nothing? I was thinking, if you haven't been playing Constructed, there was actually an archetype of basically Miracle Priest that was pretty popular pretty recently, because it was actually kind of a counter to Rogue. Oh. Oh. Okay. So here's the thing, if we had the Mass Silence, it would be kind of bad if we go for the combo. But we could also just go for the combo. They never have it, right, surely? The safer play is probably just Alex, his 6/6, though. But, I mean, the thing is like, we've had that egg and he might have silenced it and killed it before. I'm pretty doubtful he's sitting on Mass Silence randomly. Oh god. Could steal one from our deck, though. Okay, he didn't do it. That would have been a problem. I feel like with Elec Mounts, it's like it puts people in this situation where they feel like the game is still like hopeful, but it's like, you know, this thing's so many more stats than it looks like it is, right? You just always get obliterated. Also, I can Dire Frenzy these. That's pretty cool. way we win fatigue. Honestly, not sure how we lose this game. Well, if he had a, he needed a shard of Naru that turn, and then we probably die. That was how we lose this game. At this point, I don't know how we would lose. So Marcos, how you doing? I can shadow step Alex if I want. Also. Okay, he killed my beast. Bastard. Oh, I can do this combo. Let's do that combo. So you go here, you go here, you go here. I don't even have room, but I mean, we'll just do it anyway. It's like, I'm out of board space. Are these beasts? Wait, no, that's a dragon. No. Wow. Mount the egg, I guess. Or you mount this, but probably want to activate this. You have to hit the best target. Oh, damn it. Should be Magic the Gathering. We never have board space. Is that true? There's infinite board space in that game? Yeah. I'm just suffering from success here, chat. So in Magic the Gathering, you can never suffer this much from success. That sounds pretty cool. Nice. Okay. Didn't actually matter.
Legendary battle.
4 attack minions against Priest. We did a chat. Oh, I didn't. Hold up. The Mana Thirst quest. This circus show. Anytime you see this one, Mana Thirst cards, yeah, we don't that quest takes too long. And the only way to do the Mana Thirst quest fast, it was to play Miracle Rogue and then just Shadow Step Astalar a bunch of times. That was the best way to do it, basically. It's funny because like, even in Arena, where you have more of the Mana Thirst cards, it still that quest still takes like 3-4 runs sometimes. In this deck, like we just have the Clergy, right?
You asked for it. For the light. For my daughter.
Alright, hopefully this works out. Play with Last Stand Warrior. What does Last Stand Warrior play? Alright, did we just lose? I think we just lost. Let me look up this deck. I'm not familiar with that. Warrior is the worst class in Standard right now. Going to the front page of HS Replay. That's Charge Warrior, so yeah, you just... Oh yeah, that's the version where you just... You make like a giant Wind Fury charge, dude, and copy him, right? What are even the Mana Thirsts in that deck? The version I'm looking at, you just have Astalar anyway. Anyway. found the Ender mildly terrifying. Surely he doesn't do what he should do here. Surely. What I'm doing is I have HS replay filter. I'm looking at cards decks that include Last Stand in them. It looks like they just Last Stand the Lava Gorger. Here's the Arcane Bolt. He could kill this V once. I could force him to do that, or I could, I'm okay with him playing this and not killing it. Him having 2 Radiance is a bit of a problem. Hopefully we'll be able to at least potion one of them. It's not guaranteed. He gave us one back, actually. That's kind of cool. We have more Radiance. I guess we'll just make, a big one of these. Okay, that's fine. More than fine. I dare say it's excellent. Unfortunately, these are elementals, not undeads. But I can make an undead die with this. So we steal one of these. That's why we don't have more spells to pop off with right now. I mean, that's just happening. Is this even relevant though? Well, no, I have to like use, yeah, I can clear with, you know, it does work. I have to do this, which is weird, but I think it's worth it. I mean, I could just not, it might just not be worth it, right? You have to use like Necrolay Boneflinger to deal with that. Not that big of a problem, right? Just play this. I think we just play this, right? If he were to like cheat off Flame Strike or something, I mean, it's not even that good. Okay. Is that really worth it? Again, we can do that. We can clear with the Necrolite Boneflinger here. But again, we ask the question of, is it actually worth it? It doesn't feel particularly worth it. Seems fine. Wow, this under mildly annoying. See if we get a good play here. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. range plays. You could heal this so that it gets out of flame strike range, but he has flame strike. I don't have a super hard read on flame strike. I'm like, he might. I'm not really sure. He did this instead, and now we can get a whole bunch of value trades here. Theoretically. Three and one. Yeah, we do like that, right? So 3 and 1 go here, 2 goes here, Flanger goes here, Nova here.
None can hide from the light.
Get up here. We could fireball him if we wanted to. We just hope the inevitable parrots don't come. We need to find our broken shit, which is our Relic Mount. Swing and a miss. We just can't draw our bullshit, we're gonna lose. Because he has his bullshit.
Guide my hand.
It was not Marcos. Are you doing alright? I mean, we want to do something which allows us to still set up for getting the Alec mount eventually. Which does not really involve like trading off our whole board. Okay, that's pretty good. I made my decision too late. Pretty much lost an Arcane Bolt. He has all his bullshit, we don't have our bullshit, so the game's over. Maybe one draw for Alec Mount here. Maybe we have. Maybe we have one. No, it's just we're not gonna have any minions anymore. We have to try to like keep our minions on board, but yeah. Nothing you can do about that. It's hilarious because we would have beaten it if we just didn't get the worst draw our deck was capable of, right? Like, even with him having all that bullshit, we still probably should have had we still probably had an 80 or 90% win rate against that deck. Even with him drawing perfectly like that. Just unfortunate.
For the light. For my daughter.
This is why 80 or 90% win rate is not 100%. The game we were, how you doing? The thing that sucks is, I mean, playing the Radiant here, like, it's gonna die. We might just be dead here. We're very likely to actually just lose now. Last game we didn't draw any Alec mounts. This game we draw all our Alec mounts and our single other late game card with the worst card in our deck. So now we're just dead. This is the thing, man. Is like premium decks in this meta, because this is an insanely good deck, right? It's just even the really good decks in this meta are all really high variance, so it's like you can just get completely screwed by draws. No matter how good your deck is, basically. You can't get much better of a priest deck than this. It's actually not possible to get almost any better. And we're almost guaranteed 6 and 3. We have draws that can save us, though. We have to find the ooze, probably, at some point. These are about the same. Maybe I should go for the infusion just because it actually... It's harder to use, but I don't know. Okay, now we have this actually working. It's pretty cool. I believe the command says how heavy the heavy ball is. It's like 25 pounds, 12 kilograms, something like that. Fuck! 2 mana hex. So, do I just make a battle frog? Probably, right? Could have gotten like Cultist plus infusion, but I mean this is just better, right? And Alec Mount's harder to use. Yeah. Needs spell damage very badly. I wonder if you're supposed to kill the owl just to prevent him shadow stepping it. That would actually be a concern. We have this and this next turn, potentially. I might try to save it, maybe, for this, though. Okay. Alright, that's a pretty good Alex draw, though. I mean, it could be better, but it's pretty good. It's a good draw. Yeah, too bad I don't have a Holy Nova with that. we're gonna have to just hope for this right. Draw for ooze. I kind of want that silence though. And it's a 1 in what? 1 in 20 or something? Surely no more silence transforms. Surely. Lemon and ginger, nice. Holy fuck. Holy Nova 1 time. I mean, I could have had the Holy Nova, because I could have used the Holy Nova instead of the Infusion on turn 4, right? Or the Infusion instead of the Holy Nova, I mean. It's actually not that good right now. It's a funny thing, come to think. Because, I mean, we can value trade with the, 8-9 anyway. So actually, yeah, the silence isn't even needed. It looks like we've just held on here. So we trade away the silence? It's just not needed? I guess. Kinda funny, but... I do want to get this out.
Death is not my goal. You are the shadow's puppet.
He still have a... He still has a Vizier card. Like, the thing is now, you know... Okay. I was gonna say the way we lose is a random Sunwell, but now we can also lose to that, maybe. It's pretty hard. I mean, he has to get a Deathwing, but we have a 2-8 on board. You know, we have the egg at least. Not great, though. Actually, we use the death here, because even if he has a Deathwing, it might not die to death. it's gonna be like just a random minion, right? It could be a Sunwell too. Well... Alright, so I guess we... Well, that thing had fucking Reborn. Oh yeah. Actually didn't notice that. So we death that, kill this, and then... We just can't deal with that, so I guess we just don't. We get part of the way through. You have to do it, right? Because you have to get part of the way through anyway. And he gets like 2 draws to scam us with dragons, maybe. We could just die to 2 Alex Brazos, maybe. That would be fun. I like how that was after we traded away the shard too. That's pretty cool.
Death is not my goal.
I may want to, I don't know, we're probably going to push damage, but it's like because of like the threat of Deathwing, maybe we want to kill off the egg. It's just, it's not going to be worth doing that if it's going to like deny us like a lethal setup. Probably. We have an elemental. I mean, okay. Sure. Random! More random! Ah! Something, something, why do I play this game?
All's well that satisfies.
It's okay, Vizier is going to give us a Sunwell, which is going to give us Overload. Or he just leaves the game. That works too. Yeah, you could also Conjure or something. It actually is possible to be able to play it.
For the light. For my daughter.
Oh, I am muted. You're saying, like, maybe he kills our egg? Seem to have a severe lack of anything to do. I have that power infusion back.
I have things you never knew you wanted.
My bad pros. I have the combo. Do we actually, maybe I hit the 2-4. I could kill this off, but I could also hit the 2-4 and just get more heal value. I think that is better. That's unfortunate. Doesn't seem like the ooze really even does that much. It prevents, it probably saves us on health, but yeah. We're probably still gonna have to use the first mount on this, on the egg, and we'll just hope that we draw a second one for the ooze. I don't think we're gonna be able to wait until turn 9. I don't think we have that much time. Holy Nova would be great right now. Oh, greetings.
None can hide from the light.
Kinda have time now. I just needed to say its name. So what do we say now? Confusion would be pretty cool. But maybe we kind of just want to draw our Alec mouse, to be honest, I think. Or Vizier. We have a lot of good draws. We've kind of survived the scary period because our opponent played a 4-mana 3-1. You see, isn't it nice when I speak good things into existence rather than bad things into existence? It's pretty nice. I should do it more often.
How can I help you?
Alright, now we just want Potion Madness. This seems just better than this. It's more stats technically, but... I mean, more health seems more relevant. And the coin! Coin means we get to go do the combo potentially earlier. So is he gonna trade it off? Nope. Well, now we get to do the combo now. So we have the Potion Madness. He's playing like really hard around Potion Madness on purpose, it seems like. But I mean, you can have your shitty whatever the fuck's in here. Eldrazi Warblades. Good luck with that, bro. Although I can hold the combo until I get Necrolite as well. Seems fair. 7 mana. What the fuck is this? Well, this is like a 9 mana. Played on turn 7 a 9 mana. 9, 16 times 2. This is an 1832. Seems fine. 9 mana, 1832. Still unplayable and constructed. But, you know.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Remember when DH used to have silence? I know, right? Oh! Ha! Oh! It's so brutal too because he was playing around this thing. I'm just waiting for him to concede, to be honest. He seems to not be conceding, chat. It's like a concede.
We live in an age of wonder.
I'm waiting. He's not doing it, chat. He wants to see us also play another Alec Mount. Or do I do this? I mean, they're both so good. The Alec Mount's more funny, I feel like. So I'll do that. Even though, to be honest, I think this is probably better. Oh my god, he has Wretched Exile too. I'll just lose to this card. That card can do some pretty insane bullshit, but I don't think it can do this much. Right, he kind of whiffed it. You're supposed to just get a bunch of 0 mana 2/1s off of this. Not doing that seems unfortunate. Egg lethal! He kind of drew his deck in bad order, it seems like. You know, he had it. Man, it's like a super high roll. He has the Feller in here. He has the Wretched Exile. Good cards. He just I guess he like just didn't have the ability to tempo well enough. He just didn't have like stats for the mid game right. He drew the reporter late, I guess. Because we would have gotten fucked by the reporter if he just had it on curve, I think. But he drew it late, I guess. I'm kind of curious. I want to look at the replay. Did he really just draw that tragically? Oh, weird. He had a Wretched Exile in his hand the entire game. With Outcasts. And he just didn't do it. Like look at this. This is his turn 3. Turn 3 is when he drew the Wretched Exile. And he like, in the mid game, he has like the ability to do it and he just doesn't do it. Like this was the turn that he should have just popped off with the Exile. But he just waited too long. So his draw was a bit his draw order was a bit unfortunate though. But yeah, I've seen that problem with Demon Hunters in this meta specifically, is that your cards kind of lend to playing slow and comboing and stuff, but the thing is that at the same time, your payoff just isn't really at the same level as a lot of the other classes. Nothing you do is going to compete with, you know, mage parroting Arcane Defenders, or just, you know, a lot of other things that can happen. So it's like Demon Hunter's just in a weird spot this meta, it seems like. I'm actually gonna keep this. I could play this because if he kills it, it activates the Vizier. I think I do, actually. And him that warrants an immediate response, but that's actually exactly what we wanted him to do. Should bait it. Ooh. So I don't think we take a second death. We can discover, basically our choices are discover an Alec Mount. I mean, we could also maybe get like a Holy Nova, but we actually have enough spells that we're not guaranteed to hit anything. But like discover is pretty good. It could be an Alec Mount, it could be a Potion Mask, it could be a Holy Nova. Could be Shard possibly, but that's not that necessary. We can also just animate Dead to get, you know, Ascendant back. Potentially. I don't think with the way our tempo works out, this is going to be that good. I think we go for the power. Oh wait, this is 0 mana too. Okay, well we don't have to play it now. Holy crap. That would have been an insane draw, so if I would have taken the reanimate. It's like I could have used it last turn, but also it's like, it was a 50-50 though. You're not guaranteed. You could have hit the Vizier instead of the other guy, but then you would have had this combo. It's not actually that good. I just take a Potion Madness, right? Hopefully. activates this too. Am I playing this? Am I playing that?
Guide my hand.
Probably just going 2-2-2, right?
I can be very persuasive.
Okay. I guess we go for that. See what we get here first. Like, I'd rather hold the ooze, but we just don't have really anything else to do, so... Okay, he's 2 green, 1 frost. Because I was gonna say, like, Corpse Explosion, we just leave the game, but... that is not possible. Unless he plays a Vizier. Huh. It's kind of funny because Shard's somewhat relevant here, but like I'd rather have a card in my deck, I think. It just doesn't seem particularly worth it. And I guess like it's like we have all these 1 damage hits, I might as well use them, right?
All's well that
It's a problem. He could have played a Corpse Explosion there. That's a Sun one. Okay.
None can hide from the light.
welcome.
Like, wow, overdrew. I was like, we have utter board control. It's just that it's just we don't have enough damage. We're not gonna be able to kill him. The thing is, anytime we find Alec Mount, it's still gonna be a good draw, right? Unless we get board cleared here, but that's pretty hard to do. Right, because like even Nether isn't that good. Nether actually reduces like 0 damage. Because wait, we have 8 damage, and if he nethers... No, we have 6 damage, and if he nethers, we still have 5 damage. Nether reduces 1 damage from the board. So even with Nether, Alec Mount into Alex would be lethal. The problem we have, oh god. I wish I didn't think about this. But, Defile is just a full clear. That's pretty brutal.
Your sudden welcome.
Gotta try to pressure, I guess. At least I have a coin.
All's well that some wells.
We got a coin though, chat. This was a bit what I was afraid of with this deck, is it's just like, you know, we just don't have like actual card draw, right? So you can just draw light like this. Like 2 of our 3 losses were just, we just didn't draw our Alec mounts, or Alex draws in, and it was just like, deck doesn't seem very good then, right? Didn't get offered a single cleric in the draft. That's like what we were missing, right? That's what would make this deck a 12-win deck, is just having like a cleric or 2. Probably 1, but especially if we had 2 of them. Because we've had so many turns in these games where if we had a cleric, we would have nothing else to do rather than get value out of it anyway. Wow. I'm slightly surprised that the turn that we didn't have a minion, we didn't top deck Elikmo. I was kind of expecting that. We should probably hold the Cultist just so that we actually will be able to play an Elikmo if we draw one. 5 cards in hand. Not that these are really cards, but like nothing that contributes to our victory. And he has a Ysera. Well, welcome to games that were not meant to be territory. Okay. It feels like, I don't know. I mean, him having Ysera is pretty tough for the Alec mounts, right? Because he can dream them, but like, you know, we should have been able to win with a turn 7 Alec mount if we actually drew him, but, you know. It is what it is. But yeah. That's what it feels like, just not having the card drop from the clerics was the killer for that deck. Just doesn't matter what how good your card quality is if you just can't draw your cards. They have like that that undead card draw card too. Like we also missed that. It's just we missed all of the card draw available to Priest. We didn't skip any in draft. We skipped 0 card draw. I skipped an Acolyte Epiphane actually. That was the 1 card draw card I skipped.
The knights are driven by a single purpose: retribution.
I'm not a big fan of Anti-Magic Shell, but I'll take it just to lock in a Unholy Rune before we get forced into some terrible rune combo again. I don't think I want to lock in double red quite yet. We'll go Haunted Creeper. Go another Haunted Creeper. Body Bag is just not good anymore because there's just not... It doesn't have text really because the corpses aren't very useful. Take another Anti-Magic Shell. I mean, we have 2 Haunted Creepers. I guess. Ooh! Yeah, this is an Undertaker, right? I think this is just a straightforward Undertaker. 2 librarians is fine, but not particularly good. And I should probably switch to the overlay. But like, we have 2 Haunted Creepers to curve right into, so. Okay, we can grab an Obliterate, I guess. I mean, we don't really have a choice here. We can grab a Bonebreaker, locks us into Rainbow. Bonemir's amazing. There's the Acolyte of Death. It's just like a better Banker, basically. Banker buffs Undertaker, though. Both good. We probably just take Guard, right? Corpse Raiser got a lot worse because you don't have Mulligan Horror anymore. Have a Bone Drake? I think we take a Bone Drake. It can be pretty hard to get value, and this is like one of the better value cards you can actually get in this class right now. Geist is a little awkward because it's just like you never have corpses on turn 1. I said that I was shitting on Body Bagger earlier. And, you know, if you're not playing on curve, it's not that insane. It's also a Death Rattle, yes. These are cards, but we actually do have a lot of egg activators, so at least that's not the end of the world. What the fuck is this? Penguin's actually going to be in the core set again, as a result of that poll that they did on the Hearthstone Twitter. If this was an undead, we'd probably take it. I guess as is, we just take this. We honestly just take this to trade it, I think. We'd probably just never play it ever. Take a Soulbreaker here. I mean... it's not really what I want, but... I might take Deathlord over a 1-mana I'd want to. Frostbreaker's not even an undead. If it was an undead, I would probably take Frostbreaker over it. Deathlord, like, we do have the potential. First of all, we can silence it. Second of all, we can just not get unlucky Omega Lull. But third of all, it does buff the Undertaker and give you potential snowball victories off of it. And we have Obliterate to theoretically kill a giant thing that it summons anyway. So, I guess. Alright, 2 anti-magics thus far. Over Death Strike. Just take all the spread available, I guess. Lone Champion with a bunch of Haunted Creepers doesn't seem particularly good. More Haunted Creepers. Because with the Undertaker and the Anti-Magic Shells, just seems probably better than this. There's a Body Bagger. Do we want it? These Anti-Magic Shells, like a 1-mana 1/3 is just really good, right? We have Guard, which is already kind of a better Valkyrie. Kind of. I think we like the 1-drop. And this just has a higher win rate. Is a Mad Scientist actually just better? It might be. Maybe not. Maybe we just don't care. We don't have 3-drops is the problem, right? We're severely lacking in 3s. We're not lacking in 2s. So now we just gotta take Dancing Swords, right? I mean, Inquisitor's not that bad. Copium. We actually have no 4s. Do I take Inquisitor? Maybe? I mean, Inquisitor is good with Anti-Magic Shell in theory. Yeah? I mean, we have no 4s. We have 0 4-drops. I guess. Can we stop getting these cards, maybe? Man, Lost Spirit's actually not that bad in this deck, but it's not better than Guard. I mean, it is a Grookfu meta. It's just that turn 5. I would take Grookfu if it wasn't a 5. If it was a 4, I would 100% take it. I guess? How do we have so much shit in this deck? Like, we don't even have spells. Do we have, like, any class cards? Like, class cards? Mod check? I mean, there's just no point in this, right? Because we can't even activate Undead Synergy on turn 2. So we just take this and just hope it's good, I guess. Another Haunted Creeper, okay. It's a little bit overkill, but I don't know. We'll just always draw Undertaker and then this is a 12-0 deck, right? So here's the thing with Deathspeaker, all our minions suck anyway, so like we actually can't get good Deathspeakers off, because all of our minions are worthless. Except for the Undertaker. So I think I want the Deathstrike. Like, how good is Dragon Egg here? It's actually pretty good. Unironically, Dragon Egg's pretty good here. I don't think I'd take it over a Deathstrike though. It's actually pretty good, though. I think Dragon Egg might be better than Deathspeaker here. I just don't think it's better than Deathstrike. Ooh, another Acolyte Death. Ooh, another Acolyte Death. Okay, now we're self-fatigue, Death Knight. We can shuffle more Haunted Creepers into our deck. Which is actually pretty good because they're 3/3s. God, is that actually right? Oh god, am I gonna do that? I don't really want a Lion's Guard. It seems completely irrelevant to our strategy here. If Lion's Guard is active, we have bigger problems. You still don't actually want to shuffle 3/3 Haunted Creepers into your deck, right? Because I'm thinking it might be Greaser. Because we don't have 4-drops, it's probably just Greaser. It's probably Grease. Okay. This is where we find out how hard Acolyte Death can carry a deck. I've had decks carried by Acolyte Death before. It really has to put its carry pants on, so there's not much else going for this deck. But Acolyte Death is very good. Gamba's alive.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will not falter.
Do we keep a Fiery War Axe? I don't think we do. We need to find the Haunted Creepers and the Undertaker. I agree, we found the Undertaker without the Haunted Creepers. Disaster chat. Alright, we got a draw. Singular draw. Okay, this guy definitely played in Undertaker meta. It's like, oh god, we actually top decked it too. This guy, there's just no reason to do this, because, like, I mean, you can, like, the thing's gonna be a 2-3 next turn, right? Like, you just, why would you coin it? It's not necessary, but this guy's gonna still feel super validated. But that was actually a bad play by him. We probably are gonna silence this, we'll see. It's funny because, like, removing the taunt's bad, but yeah, he's gonna kill it, so. It's a good hero power, but yeah, I guess we just. I could actually silence the taunt to get this trade. Actually, though. Yeah, it could make sense if you have a 2-drop, but he actually had a Skulker in his hand. So what he should have done, he should have coined the Skulker, tried to get the free kill, and if you didn't get it, then you hit the Drained Soul, right? That would have made the most sense, I think. I think it's too bad to silence this. I think we're supposed to silence the taunt here. Possess the Fire the Imp King boss. They never expected show.
Quiet down.
I can be very persuasive.
You might as well kill the demon before he can buff it. In theory, like, as long as we have good starts, the Deathlord should be a pretty fun card in this deck. It's just, you know. It's just like, as long as that's true, but it's not always gonna be true. This is interesting, because, like, Egg into Bone Mare is a thing, but that's awkward. Like, I don't want Deathstrike, so I can't really afford to play the Egg. We gotta play the Guard here. The Guard's gonna go here. I don't really want to kill that. You guys remember when Dread Infernal was a thing? I think I will kill it. Remember when Dread Infernal was a thing that would make you very much not want to do this exact play here? Pepperidge Farms remembers. You could have ignored the Imp King too, but then, like, the Deathlord's dying then, almost for sure, and then, you know, you might regret all your life decisions at that point. Got him. Silence was correct since their Deathlord didn't die. That was the reasoning, though, was that, like, getting that 3-1 off the board by silencing his taunt made it so... I didn't expect the Deathlord to never die, but it was going to delay its death. For sure, right? Almost for sure. So, we got, like... I think it was a good decision, and we got even more rewarded than probably we should have been, but... works out.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will not falter.
We had Deathstrike to deal with the minion, But what if it's a Cairn Bloodhoof? But yeah, it would deal like with most things with the Deathstroke. Played like a little bit of Classic, and I saw like Cairn Bloodhoof, which is a 4/5 in that mode. You're just like, oh crap. 6 mana 4/5. And summons another 4/5. That's like 8 mana worth of stats for 6 mana. I would drew Undertaker now. All we need to do now is top deck Bonebreaker in the next 2 turns, then we obliterate our opponent. You love Cairn in Classic. You play Classic only? Nice. You're probably like one of 5 Classic mains. Classic is great for quests though. To be honest. When you just want to finish up your quests, Classic is amazing. What the fuck is happening, Chad? I mean, good thing we have, like, actually the perfect opening to, quote-unquote, counter this. So. He's ignoring the Undertaker. Not ignoring the Undertaker. Ignoring the Undertaker. Okay.
Form of dragon.
Not quite. He really doesn't like these Haunted Creepers. I was like, fuck you, Haunted Creepers. Am I supposed to take that trade? I do have the anti-magic cell. Preserving the 1/1 theoretically has value, but I mean, he's gonna kill it anyway, is the thing.
Curious.
I don't know. Oh god. We're just like the 2 most annoying shitter decks in the entire arena mode. Dude with a bunch of lingering zombies and Haunted Creepers against dude with with an Undertaker and a bunch of Haunted Creepers. Go, annoying shitters. Inquisitor.
I wonder.
Well, if he has like a AoE buff, we'll cry, I guess. He hasn't used it yet, but he might have been trapping it this whole time.
Do you have an audience with the king?
Is our opponent aware that we have poison on the board? Might not be, chat. He may lack critical awareness.
Another happy guildie.
One more day.
We played this Undertaker on turn 1, by the way. He's still there. We played this Undertaker on turn 1. Our opponent coined double 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop. Into a whole bunch of shit. And still our 1-drop is alive. Somehow. That was like, but like, it was completely unforced, right? Because like he was like killing off our Haunted Creepers when he could have just ran his damage into our Undertaker. Like our Undertaker should have been dead on like turn 3 or 4, 100%.
Time goes short.
Nice. Collins did a video about Marvel Snap talking about the fun curve. That's what I've heard a lot about. Point appears to have left the game. Let's increase the played win rate of both Guild Trader and Inquisitor in this class to confuse our opponent. To confuse everyone's stats. Yeah, everyone's gonna think these cards are broken. Got him, chat. They'll never expect it. Where do you get Wolf? Where do you get your wife beer at Coles? At Coles.com you can get, no, there's nothing. Should I make a Coles shop? Maybe I should.
Sylvanas, you are stronger than this.
It's a good shirt strategy, actually. Here's the question, is if we think this is good enough, or if we think it's not good enough, and we just like toss like this. I feel like we treat it as not good enough. Nice, we got our Fellsoul Inquisitor, which single-handedly carried the last game. It actually is a good idea though, like if I ever do make a shop, which I probably will at some point. People have requested it before. I should make one shirt, which is literally just the same characters that I have on stream. It's a good idea.